Hey guys, welcome to Pop 411. What's trending edition for the week of November 4th? I am Ireland, and this is my co-host.
Carlos, what's up, y'all?
What up? Tis in the house.
Bo.
Yeah, this is gonna be a rough episode. I'm dragging butt. Let's be honest. The Tis is unleashed
it was a marathon session. We had a marathon session
of content
of content.
creating.
Yeah, lots.
Yeah,
But it was cool. It was worth it.
yeah. My eyes still burn. So much freaking
It
makeup.
burns us.
It burns.
It burns us.
It's on fire. No, it's a bad thing. All right. It's kind of a little light week. We got a few announcements. We have some things coming out, but it's kind of Sleeperville because
Well,
I think everything is prepping for the holidays. I was, what's another word of, I was vetoed. There you go. I was vetoed from wearing anything Christmas related. It is now after Halloween. I was voted off the island
yes.
to wear anything
Denied.
Christmas related.
You have to wait until at least after Thanksgiving.
I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. My family is half Native American.
So what?
We don't celebrate Thanksgiving.
You can still celebrate.
How did that end up for us?
Giving.
You can let FDA into your home, but I'd rather not. Ever seen that movie Sleeping with the Enemy?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
They're
We
done.
don't celebrate Thanksgiving.
Okay. I see where you come from.
I'm already whitewashed enough, thanks. My dad's Celtic. We're good. I'm so bright right now, you can turn off the lights and I glow in between the skin tone from scrubbing 3 layers of flesh off me from all the
Many
body
layers.
paint yesterday
Yeah.
to wearing a flaming highlighter yellow half a shirt, got it at half a discount.
Yeah, didn't you get some kind of a comment about that in one of our
Half a
recent
shirt.
posts?
Yeah, they're like, oh, I always love that Ireland wears a shirt, but like the shirt only has sleeves. It has a collar. And look, I got strings. Actually, Timothy got me this. so I
fashion,
appreciate it.
y'all. Fashion, y'all. I like it.
Sporty.
Sporty fashion.
It's kind of like a glow belt. You know, for
Ooh, does
military.
it glow in the dark?
I don't know, but if I go running at 4 a.m., I'll let you know.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna miss you with that
Chasing
one.
a possum down the road. I got a pregnant possum hanging out of my bushes in the front.
There you go.
So yeah, if I'm chasing the possum at 4 a.m., I'll let you know if it glows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Who
right,
needs a
so
glow belt when you have this? So
let's get cranking. What do we got?
anyway, things that are coming out this week. You've got it.
I've got some things.
You've got it.
couple
I
of,
mean,
couple of
Venom-
notable games that I think are worth mentioning. One of them is coming out November 4th is Tectonica. So this one is like
Coming
one
out
of those
today. Released today.
November 4th.
Yes.
Today
Yes.
on the 4th.
It's all right.
It's okay. Tectonica, it's like an automation and exploration game. So if you're a fan of Factorial, it'll be pretty cool. It's coming out on all platforms. I think, if you've ever played Factorial, you'll spend a lot of time exploring and automating stuff to harvest resources and, kind of,
It's a grindy game.
yeah,
It's a farming grinding
just
game.
grind. But a lot of people really like that.
I do.
Yep. Then coming out on the 5th, Metal Slug Tactics. So this is, a turn-based tactical game based in the Metal Slug series. I think a lot of people love Metal Slug,
Mhm.
but it's interesting that they decided to go with a turn-based game because Metal Slug is all about action
Right.
and movement and, blowing shit up. So it's
Maybe
going to be
it
really interesting to see how that
kind of
kind of
goes with
plays.
that franchise. So we'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah, we'll see how that one rolls. And then finally, Mario and Luigi Brothership. Interesting name. Comes out on Switch. This is basically an RPG. So
Based in
Mario,
Arkansas.
Mario and Luigi are trying to repair some broken up islands by reconnecting them with the ship shape. So this is the 6th installment of the series. If you're a big fan of Mario and Luigi, I'm sure you guys will pick it up. I'm sure a lot of people are going to pick it up because it's a Mario game. So, and that one's out on Switch.
What do you so you pronounce it Mario instead of Mario, right?
It's Mario. Mario.
I know, but do you know how many people think it's Mario?
I've never heard
Yeah.
it be Mario.
Yeah, Mario.
Not Mario. Mario.
They say it's pronounced Mario.
No.
It's me,
No.
Mario.
No. I don't know. What do you guys think? Mario or
Or
Mario?
I think it's
Mario.
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 Yeah, Mario. It's East Coast people. I don't know.
East Coast people.
Why don't you ask our tech guy? He's always like Mario.
Mario.
I'm like Mario Luigi. Luigi. Is that how you pronounce it too?
Luigi.
Who knows? Who knows with New Yorkers?
And then we've got some notable games that I think that have been announced that'll be coming out probably next year, I think, because they're not
Right.
coming
Well,
out
I
for the
mean,
Christmas
like
season.
Confucius of Console over here predicted that a lot of the games and stuff that we're seeing will be coming out after the holidays.
Yeah.
Much to my disgust of
Yes, because
you
I
taking
win.
Shut up.
Victorious.
Oh. Yeah, the practice round. Anyway, things that just popped up. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition is coming out March 20th of 2025. If you are a fan of the Xenoblade Chronicles on Nintendo Switch, which I play on stream, I
Xenoblade.
love it. Mythra is currently in my computer case. Man, I love that one. Anyway, sorry. Enough of the bouncy jigglies. There's going to be brand new story elements to it, which anyone who knows who played this Xenoblade Chronicles X know that left on a cliffhanger, and they said, no, we're not going to bring anything else out to it. So they kind of just left us. And I think I think the rest of us in the fandom caused enough havoc that they finally released it. So that's coming to the Switch, which is weird because there should be a new Switch out by then, but whatever. So that's coming out. Super stoked for that one. Tales of Graces. I'm a big Tales fan. The whole thing with like actually I love Tales. Any of the series they do.
Is that a JRPG?
It is a JRPG.
Oh, okay, cool.
They
Yeah.
are fantastic. So Tales of Graces is getting remastered. That is set to launch on January 17th. They always come up the special edition and some like cool storybook 10 thing. I don't know.
That's cool.
I fangirl over that. Okay, anyway. Another kind of niche thing that just got announced is Freedom Wars.
Okay.
So that is coming out on January 25th. So that's going to be remastered. That was originally released on the Vita, PSP Vita.
Jesus.
I love my Vita.
I had one of those.
I love the Vita.
Ah.
I loved it. It was like a Game Boy, long way. Like it was just, I loved the Vita.
Yeah, it was a cool system.
So what
Call
were
it
you
a
going to say?
system. I was going to say console, but it's a system.
It was a system. It was
Yeah.
a system. Like,
Yeah.
do you call Game Boy like a console? Like that little thing?
It's a system.
It's a system.
It's a system.
It's
yeah.
a handheld system.
Mhm.
It's like back in the days when you had like,
Football.
yeah,
Remember playing that old
those
football
little
game?
ones
Oh my god.
with the monochromatic screens,
Yeah.
and you're just pixels like beating
Just
each other
little
up.
pixels moving.
Loved it.
Try to score a touchdown.
Also, randomly notable things since we are speaking of like Nintendo related kind of stuff. Nintendo released their version of Spotify. It's a subscription based thing from Nintendo where you can get all the games, the soundtracks from all your favorite games and franchises
For
from
the
Nintendo.
low price of
Probably like
probably it's going to be like $19.99 a month or something like that, I bet.
probably, but it's all organized by games. So like if you want anything by Zelda, then it like lists all the Zelda games and you can get like the soundtracks off of it. So
That's
if
kind
you-
of that could be interesting. I mean, it definitely
mean,
appeals to a
some
target
games-
market.
some games are like they have just bomb soundtrack.
Mhm.
So
And you can't find it on the Apple Music Store.
because it's Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo. They're going
They-
to make money.
Of course, that's how they do it.
Mhm.
Everything that they do, you got to pay to have access to it. It's not just blow it out there for a quick buck. They hold on to it like it's this sacred gem.
Mm.
It's the gem of Japan.
Yeah.
So they hold on to it. Another cool thing is if you're a fan of the Disney Dreamlight Valley, which I like the game. It's kind of like Disney's version of Animal Crossing, but it crashes all the fucking time. I was part of that team like that would crash test it and send in the bugs and stuff.
Yeah.
It just doesn't even load at this point. Like every time I try to do something, it's like so hopefully during the loading screen, hopefully they've improved a lot of stuff, but they're coming out with a new addition to it, kind of an expansion called this Storybook Vale.
Okay.
So that's set to be launching for the it's an extension pass November 20th, which they release like different characters, different games, different add-ons, different clothes, different
Okay.
tchotchkes, like all that.
Hopefully
kind
they
of stuff
fix all
you
the
can put in.
performance issues then if you're having trouble loading into the game.
It's
Because
been
that would
like
kind of
3
suck.
years and we're still waiting. Every time the thing with it is they flood the game with these new codes. On top, let's get some nerdy talk. So they flood the game with these codes, but they have yet to fix how they don't take the bugs out of the old
Mm.
codes. So when you bombard already kind of the long loading screens, the glitches, all this stuff in the previous codes, all these bugs in these little things, and you throw more codes at it, but you don't upgrade your servers and you don't do the correct maintenance that you should do, what do you think gonna happen? You try
Mm.
to set a house down and it ends up in a tree with like branches. It just it needs work. Like for if you're doing the Switch version, it might be different if you do like the PC version.
Oh, sure,
But
sure.
I mean, because always PC Master Race, but
Yeah.
for the Switch,
Well, I mean, there's performance limitations, right? So you've got to
well,
make
you have
sure.
you have limitations because you're
Right.
working with an 8 going on 9-year-old console, so you're gonna have that. But for somebody who just wants to be a potato on the couch and look like a sloth, you don't want to be trying to do that next to a PC. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work. So
What
uh,
is up with all of the remasters that have been coming out, right? I think that people saw that you can make a lot of money offering
it
up an older
You know
game
what? I think
with
it
newer
comes down
graphics.
to it all comes down to we are at a stem of thing where people are grabbing anything nostalgia since COVID
Mm.
possible just to relive happiness, just to kind of replace all the fuckery that's going on right
So you think
now.
that's what it
So
is?
I think they're just like they're literally doing this. Oh, you guys love this. Let's bring the nostalgia back. Let's remaster this. Let's upgrade the graphics. Let's add in more um voice parts. Let's do a story
Mm.
expansion. Let's do something that keeps you grappling at this, keeps you engaged with the fandom, keeps you in love with it, because people buy off emotion first, logic second,
Sure.
which Harvard has proved this thousands of times. They call it the lizard brain theory. You can look
Hmm.
it up, you guys, if you're bored and want to go down a wormhole. Anyway, so they're getting you off your emotion. We don't have
Hmm.
a lot of cool games to offer you right now because they're all working on the new graphics, the new hardware. So while we're in that lull of the transitioning, they're like, and have a remastered, and how about another one? But wait, there's more. How about another one?
Mm.
And I think that's what they're doing. I think it's their version of sandbagging any of the new games. So that way, when new consoles drop or whatever, like the new Switch, everything else, they're like, boom,
I think they
there you go.
realized with some of the earlier games that actually made remasters how much money you could make by
Well, they left a lot
re-releasing
on
a
the
game.
table. They
So,
left a lot of money on the table. They
mm,
really did. I mean, we look at them, we're like, Nintendo came out with the Spotify, but if you think about it, uh, you know what I mean? It
yeah.
kind of clicks.
Mhm.
Like, leave no money on the table.
No,
Go and
no, and
want it.
definitely leave no money on the table. And if you're looking at development costs, it's cheaper to be able to actually do that than create
Yeah,
a whole new
because you
game.
already own your own rights
Yep.
to this stuff. You already own everything. You don't have to go out for new licensing. You don't have to, go out for user rights to
Mm-mm.
stuff. You don't have to, your legal obligations are smaller. So your risk for doing this is goes way down the tube
Yeah,
because you
yeah,
own everything to it. So why not?
yeah. I mean,
Why not?
yeah.
They're splitting off. Like,
It,
I mean, I
the
feel like
market
it's
has
something they
shown
could do with Harry Potter.
that there is demand for it. So
Yeah,
there you go.
yeah, because some games, some fandoms have so much lore that you could just keep going forever on.
Hmm.
I mean, look at Skyrim. You could
Yeah,
just tackle
absolutely.
the look at the Dragon Age. You could just take it anywhere and everywhere. There's just so much lore. Baldur's Gate, they could do another one.
Oh,
I mean,
absolutely.
not wait 10 years again, but you could just do another one. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Add another class and
There's so much
yeah.
lore. There's just so much to it. You look at how much they're doing off Lord of the Rings.
Oh yeah.
Tolkien will keep you busy for the next 200 years. You know what I mean? Like, if George R. Martin would finish his books, I'm probably sure he'd be up there too. But
Yeah. Did
God
you
knows the man takes 25 years to finish one
did
book.
you hear that Sony shut down Firewalk Studios, the studio that made Concord? That got announced. Yeah,
No.
yeah. Shut that down
Ooh.
after Concord bombed. So
Well, we knew it was writing on the wall
yeah, what was interesting was, I mean, there's great developers there, so I wonder why they decided to like shut the whole thing down, right? Like that was a
because they're negating them to other projects.
no, they're just shutting it all down. They're getting rid of people.
Oh.
Yeah. So super interesting. Super interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think they're just cutting their losses
Tough game for.
for the amount of money that was spent on that game. It was probably like that's
Mm.
the only thing that they're going to be able to do. So
Well, yeah, because you're already in the red from the loss. So to keep all those employees on with
yeah,
their salary
you're not going
ranges,
to.
you're never going to recoup cost.
Nope.
It's basically to cut your losses, wipe the slate clean, and start over.
Yep.
Wow, man, that sucks. Because there
Yeah.
was a lot of like There was a lot of veterans on that team. There was a lot of promising new talent on that team. And now everyone's scrambling for jobs again. Wow, I feel like we're at the start of 2024. Hey, what's up?
Well, I think that's one of the bigger challenges in the game industry right now is that you're seeing a lot of companies continue to lay people off in quarter 4, right? So right before the holidays,
Yeah,
before,
they have to go in again. This is all goes to a financial aspect. Like I feel like you're gonna have to cut all of because you're at the end of the fiscal year, so
yep,
you got to redo your budget, and they've got to scroll back on the budget or allot money somewhere else in the budget in order to justify that. You've seen them cutting the trimmings off the tree. So basically, it's the bottom 10%, and it's the one studio that was lacking the most, which would have been Concord. This is where we spent the most money. This is we didn't generate at
yep,
least
gone.
50% ROI. You're cut off the tree. So it's like the low hanging branch.
Yeah.
Your
And you're
fruit's
seeing it
not worth it.
across the entirety of the
Yeah.
game industry right now.
Yep. With every
So
studio,
yeah,
I
every
feel like
studio has gone through it, is doing it right now. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see another round of layoffs
I think
across
we're
all of
going
the
to.
major studios before the end of the year.
I think
That'll
so.
happen.
I really think so too. I think also too is a lot of these jobs that we're seeing in the gaming industry are now being replaced by an AI simulated thing, and we can go on and on and on about
No, I
that.
think people are
But I think
fascinated by the idea of AI, and so
but it's not perfected
it's
yet.
not. And again, this is one of those business decisions where like, hey, we're going to be able to, for the quarter, look really good for ourselves, look good for our shareholders. Shareholder values everything. Let's make the decision to do this, and then in 2025, we're going to repeat the cycle, and we're going to start hiring people because we realize that we need more people to actually make great games.
Yep.
So,
A
but it's a new
lot
quarter,
a lot of
so
people also don't realize too that um companies do this at the end of the fiscal year, at the end of their quarter four, their Q4, in order to redo their budgets. But also companies do this where they chop off the low hanging fruit, like the bottom 10,
mhm.
5, 10, 15%, is so it looks appeasing to their shareholders and stuff like that, but it's also appeasing to buyers. So if they're selling the company or if there's offers on the
Sure,
table, it cuts any loose strings of
that as well.
potential liabilities. So I think we're going to see even more studio mergers with companies going into 2025. Um, I do feel like there's some offers on the table with some
Yep.
studios to be bought out, switched around, and that's why we're going to see, I think, another round of layoffs before, unfortunately, the end of the year.
Yeah, it's
But
wild, isn't it? I mean,
that's
I
just
think that one of the things that's
I don't have any inside, but just watching, just
yeah.
knowing marketing and knowing how business works, especially in the video game. I mean, I'm not tenured on that end like you are, but just from my standpoint, that's just
No, I
what I see
and
happening.
and I agree with you. I think this is the move that people are making to get everything set, start a clean slate, and then 2025 we start over. So we'll start seeing a lot more development of new game titles, and maybe even the rise of a lot more indie
Which would be
studios,
cool. Yeah,
which would
some of
be
the indie
really
games
really
I played
cool.
have been awesome.
Yeah,
So I always say though too, like in order to support studios and franchises and things that you love, is always buy the physical media, just so that way you own rights to it, so you have it, and it matters. You're like, why would I buy digital when I could just you know why would I buy a disc when I could just get it digital? Let
right.
me revert that. So, but you actually own it. No one can take it away from you. And it also, I think it holds a more prominent factor with the studio when it goes to like revenue cost. I mean, I know it's cheaper to do digital than
Digital is way
revenue
cheaper. There's a
stream,
lot
but
more revenue. I mean, you cut out all of the
well, yeah,
margins.
production costs and stuff. But
Yeah,
I just
it's
feel like
huge.
as a gamer, as a collector,
Well, I
go
mean,
buy all the physical
from a
media.
gamer standpoint, yeah, you want the physical media, you want the
Right.
collector's edition, you want to put it in your great wall over there of amazing things. But
Horde
from a business
wall, the
standpoint,
wall of Horde.
yeah, from the business standpoint, it is all
Oh
digital.
yeah,
The more digital you can get, the more you can get people in your ecosystem, running your subscriptions, all of that. That's all.
just
It's
buy
all gravy.
physical. Buy physical. I don't know. I
That was
like
good. That
physical.
was a good chat there.
You asked the Tiz. You went on a tantrum. Anyway, some cool and notable things. Speaking of adding to the horde of wall, for all of you people out there, drop this as a hint. Christmas is coming up. Who better to know than I, Christmas Kringle over here?
The
Um,
Christmas fairy,
no, more like Krampus.
Krampus.
But I like decorating though. I'm like the Grinch, I'm the Grinch towards people, but I love Christmas. So I'm
Hmm.
like the Who until it comes with the people, and then I'm like the Grinch, right? I look like the Grinch right now. Anyway, Costco has all the cool things in for the holiday. For all you nerds out there with your nerd caves and you're looking for something a little cozy for the holidays, Costco now has the Fluff human dog beds.
Oh my God.
It is a large, so it's like a 64, 68 inch
It's a dog bed.
oval
An actual
dog
dog bed.
bed with orthopedic foam in it that's actually made for humans, or if you have a Great Dane, it works too. It's got pockets on the side for you to put your remotes and
You know
your
that's going to
Switch and
sell out.
stuff.
That's going to sell out. People are going to be like, give me that dog bed.
Next week on Pop 411, you'll see one across the floor. No, I'm telling you, if I could, I would.
You totally would.
I don't.
And all your
but
cats would be in it. All of them.
So it's a cat spa. It's a toe bean spa. Don't get me started. The spa of the beans.
That would be funny.
Dude,
But I can't believe that. I mean, that's wild, right? Somebody
Well,
who
it
had
was-
the idea of like, let me make a
So
dog bed for
they
humans.
had a Kickstarter. It went off. It went off. Like people had sold out instantly. Then they went on Shark Tank,
Oh,
and
they
that was
did?
like a huge hit. And people are like, "Why would you want this?" And they get in there and are like,
Bro,
"Rah."
yeah.
It's like sleeping in a pillow fort. Like it's awesome, and it's got huge bumper walls. So I mean, for somebody like me, it's huge bumper walls. If you're a little on the thicky side, it might be just a, not so well. But I mean, it's sizable. It's gonna stop me if I roll over.
Oh, yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. But if you're
You would-
Snorlax, it's not
you'd
going to
sleep
matter.
in it, right?
Would
Would that
I?
replace your couch?
Dude, I'm like narcoleptic at this point. I'll sleep anywhere.
Well, then you just have
But
to
yeah,
drop
but
it right
it's
there.
soft and don't tempt me. I'll be in that purple bed. No, it's soft and fluffy, so I'd be like sleeping in it. I would.
So,
I think
guys,
it's awesome.
pick up your dog bed from Costco.
Pick up your human dog
Human
bed.
dog bed.
Add it to your nerd cave. You'll never leave. It has pockets.
It has everything.
For a chick, you saw me fluffy, soft pockets and
Done.
foam. I'd put a blanket over that, and I would be like, I'd make my own burrito. I would be a burrito.
You would be your burrito.
I am my own burrito. Off the tangent of the human dog bed. So anyway, add that to your Christmas list. Your moms will be appreciative. Get rid of that 19-year-old bed and get yourself a dog bed.
Yes. Safe
Um,
space.
Movie's out. I don't know if we mentioned it, but Venom's out.
Mhm.
So Venom: The Last Dance, the very last of the Venom movies, is out now. I haven't watched it.
As they say, the last one. But
So they all say we know it's
yeah,
advertising.
you know.
It's the last one with Tom Hardy, unless they pay him. a
Tom
big
Hardy's
chunk of
cool,
money.
man. I like him as
Yeah.
as Venom.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Notable movies that are coming out this week, in case you're interested, because now we are in the ho 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 season.
Oh Lord.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell. I'm gonna get punted out of here. Anyway,
You're gonna this entire from now until the end of the year, it is all Christmas for Ireland. So she's gonna be like some version
dude,
of
I was
some
decorated
Christmas
for
something.
Halloween in July. And you know what? Summer is done for me July 4th. July 4th, I don't care if you do your freaking barbecues, like whatever. We are done. Your red, white, and blue is over with. You get from Memorial Day to which is
Yeah,
I uphold
Yeah.
to 4th of July. That's it. Your red, white, and blue comes out. Nobody give a fuck about Labor Day because I work. We're in America. Whatever. You get one day off for slavery. Cool. Anyway, corporate slavery. Anyway, as soon as July 5th hits,
That's when you
it's
start.
spooky.
Then we
man.
start spooky
You've seen
season.
all of
I've
Downstairs.
seen it.
It's insane.
Yeah, it's wild.
I've got a huge Nevermore arch in my in
You
the
could probably
living room.
charge people for walking through your house to go through and see all the
For the
Halloween stuff.
asylum?
For the it could be a pretty cool haunted house. Have a bunch of characters rolling around, your cats, like all this stuff.
I would dress them up as different things. It'd be adorable. It'd be adorable. I would do it.
Your Harry Potter room. I mean, there's yeah.
Quit telling people how weird I am, okay? Anyway, so once that hits, right? I used to do it, whereas November 1st, everything is down, trees are up. But we know spooky season never ends for me because my upstairs is
Spooky.
100% spooky.
Hmm.
Like it's all
All the time.
Elvira. It's got the 7-foot coffin in there all the time. Like it's spooky skeletons, spooky skeletons.
Spooky,
Like
spooky
it's everywhere.
skeleton.
Like this skeleton things does not go away. So I just moved part of the shit back upstairs. But usually November 1st, it's like Tinseltown. Like like just
Everywhere.
vomit Christmas
Yeah. Oh,
everywhere.
yeah.
Like we're insane. Like fake snow is stuffed in the trees.
Not just one tree, many
6
trees.
trees.
Many
So as soon as you see a tree erect, I said it, behind us, you know that the downstairs looks like North Pole. And it does. It looks something off Better Homes and Gardens. It looks something so obnoxious that you would see on Fifth Avenue in New York City at Christmas time. It is that bad. I don't know why.
We'll post some stuff on social media so you can see the
Of my Christmas
coolness of the
fuckery?
Christmas fuckery.
Right?
It's
All the
amazing.
photos we did last year were literally in my
yeah,
house.
yeah. Amazing.
All the ones with Kay and
Yeah.
Katie, like it was all in my house. It was ridiculous.
I love it. I think it's gonna be awesome.
I even have Christmas all over the bathtub. Like it's just stupid. It's stupid, but it makes me happy. Whatever.
As long as
Anyway,
you're happy, right?
It's not illegal. It could be drugs. Okay. So anyway, who needs drugs when you're me 24/7? Anyway, so Christmas is coming out. With that being said, Sunday, Red One is opening in theaters, which is weird. It's on a Sunday, but it's this new movie with, I don't know, maybe you've heard of these people, Chris Evans.
Yeah.
Right. So you
Yeah.
got him, and then you got some dude called Wayne Johnson,
Ooh.
The Rock. He's in it, as well as Nick Kroll, which you don't know who that is until you see his face. But anyway, J.K. Simmons. Like it's supposed to be like this super saving Santa type of movie.
It's a Christmas movie.
Yeah,
Mm.
like an agent. So they had something like
The
this.
trope. The usual.
No,
Save
there
Santa
was
Claus?
there was an animated version of this, kind
Ah,
of.
Interesting. Mm.
It was a cartoon and I absolutely loved it. It's like Arthur is what it's called. If you ever get a chance, it's like one of my new favorite animated Christmas
Okay.
movies. It's called Arthur. And it's kind of like the same techie type
Same vibe.
same vibe to
Okay.
it. Same vibe to it. So that's coming out on Sunday, as well as a remake for The Best Christmas Pageant Ever, which is a remake from like a 1970s, 1960s movie where 6 kids are just unruly that turn. They make this pageant, like Christmas pageant, like amazing. I don't know if
Christmas.
you're into remastered stuff. There you go with a new modern twist
A new
to it.
take on it.
It's a new take.
Yes. That's
So-
wild. Christmas everywhere.
I mean, there's so many other Christmas movies, but again, I'm not going to talk about them because I've been vetoed from jingling my bells. So
Got to give it a little bit of time. We're not done with October yet.
yeah, but Halloween doesn't go away from me. It just shifts floors.
That's a better way to put it.
I
Halloween shifts floors.
I shift floors like Macy's department store. I wish my place was that big.
Can you imagine?
Oh my god, I would have a freaking train. You know those trains that go around in the malls? I would set up a freaking, I don't know if it'd be the Polar Express.
Oh,
Slash
that
like
movie.
one floor, and then the other floor like would be Hogwarts Express, because you'd get away with like the Dementors and Spooky,
ooh,
but downstairs would be like Polar Express for like Christmas.
that'd be cool. That'd be super cool.
And I'd put, well, I mean the cats already have silver bells, so it works.
Man, I'm telling you, Christmas is gonna be
Do you
wild,
ever
y'all.
do you ever remember that movie with Macaulay Culkin? Or was it Macaulay Culkin? Blank Check.
Mm-mm.
It wasn't Macaulay Culkin. It was how the kid actor look the same. Anyway, Blank Check. Fantastic. Kid writes a check for like, finds a blank check, writes it for like $1 million, whatever, buys this elaborate, forges a signature, buys this elaborate mansion, has a helicopter, like what you thought you'd get for $1 million instead of like a trailer right now with inflation and everything else. Like, and he like goes crazy. And I'm like,
That would
shit,
be you.
I would have reindeer.
Oh, that would be you. You would have everything.
I mean,
You'd
it
have
wouldn't be
you'd
in
have
the
like a sleigh.
state
You'd have. Oh yeah.
because they would overheat. But yeah, I'd have a sleigh.
Yeah.
I'd slay the sleigh.
I could see that. Like half of it being like a whole pumpkin patch with the scarecrow, and then the
Nightmare,
other
it's
half
called
being
Nightmare
like,
Before Christmas.
yeah, there you go.
Come on. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
It works. It crosses over. That is my house. Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a good way to sum
I
up
think
the
that's
house.
a good way to sum it up.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I literally have a Nightmare
with
Before Christmas
video
tree
games.
in the loft.
Sprinkled in.
And plushies.
and plushies.
A fuck ton of plushies. I was just looking at this wall and I'm like, there's where my other pin boards are. I was looking for those. Anyway. What's it like having autism and ADHD? Well, stick around to find out. You can see on this on our podcast. Anyway, any other things that are new and notable? Not much. I mean, we've been busy with this whole the whole special edition podcast, that the whole filming that BTS, getting that stuff done for you guys, as well as like setting things up.
Yeah, and again, if after you guys watch that one, if you guys have any ideas for other cool takes on things that you want us to do, just send it in. Make sure that you like, subscribe on our YouTube channel and our social
Comment.
medias channel, comment.
Hang out. I mean, even if you guys just like the stuff, it just does us a solid.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
we appreciate it. We're like, oh, they're cool. They like it. Instead of getting like the passerbys. Please don't window shop. Give us a like. Give us a thumbs up.
Yeah, we like that. Like.
Tell us we're quirky.
Tell us we're quirky. And on that note, y'all,
Tis out.
peace.
I don't know what this is, but we're doing it.
Let's do it.